Okay, so I'm way overexposing right now so that you can see the black details on the locomotive. The black throws off the image sensing, the program mode. So if I go to manual mode and I crank up the exposure, now you can see the stuff on the locomotive. So this is the Grand Canyon Railroad, and there are quite a few more cars on the other end of that. There is the diesel power. Seems that all the old steam locomotives have a backup diesel power. Okay. Let me see how this does in a still image now. Okay, so today I am just using the monopole. Lets me hold it up and down much more stable, but I still have leaning issues. But the monopole is so much more easy to manage. Plenty of people taking pictures. Alright, so I am just going to walk on up here and take some pictures of it. I'm using the monopole as a Steadicam. I'm getting close. And that's as close as I can get on 24 millimeters and keep the engine in frame. But I guess it's a special deal. They only bring out the steam locomotive once in a while. And it is here today because it is President's Day weekend. So I lucked out coming here to take some video of this.
Sorry.
Oh, no problem. Okay, so here we have, there's the main steam piston and there is the secondary steam piston. It's kind of a efficiency development in early steam locomotives or later steam locomotives. It helped to recover steam from the first push into the second push, so they got double use from the same blast of steam. And so there you see the front of the engine, and the front, that is the boiler plate. See the two big hinges on there. They undo all those bolts you see in the center are the bolts with dog clamps on them, and that holds the steam chamber of the engine, and then they open that up and clean out all of the pipes that carry the steam. So it was a very advanced technology for what they were doing. And it is a steam engine, so there's water dripping all over the place. There are the double headlights. One is a Mars light or something. I forget what those are called. And up on top are the two ditch lights. I don't know if they're actually ditch lights on this, but identification. And there's the big brass bell. So yeah, very cool. I feel very lucky to have come here for the President's Day event. Alright, so now we are on the dark side of the locomotive. Sounds like a Pink Floyd album, The Dark Side of the Locomotive. I'm in the program mode for exposure, so it ought to be a little more friendly to us. Moving around and changing things so that you can see all the steam coming out. Right here, those are brakes. I forget what all the bars on these things are called. I used to know. As a model railroader, I should know what they were. Grand Canyon Railroad. So let's go take a look at the diesel locomotive. This is a locomotive that they use on a lot of Amtrak lines. An F40. Right there in front you see the F40 name on it. Then I believe that that is a second assist locomotive power unit here. A lot of people coming down to see this thing. Yeah, so this is an assist unit. Yeah, see there, power car. Now I don't know if that is a power car to power the locomotive, the traction, because I don't see any electric motors in the wheels, or if it just supplies power for the train. So that would be the heat. It would have a steam plant and power electricity. Over here is the level of fluid in there, and we're right at 3/4, I guess. So yeah, super cool to catch this. Try to get in under the sun. And that's pressure relief on the brakes. This tender is going to have all the water and fuel oil necessary for the trip. How's it going? Trying to sneak a view up there. What's that?
Candid camera, huh?
Oh, I just happened to be here on the day that you guys came out for President's Day. I guess it's a big deal, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, first time we're pulling it out this year.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky. I'm from Seattle.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice looking engine, well maintained. Yeah. Take care. Yeah, so I think one of these is the drawbar coming off of the piston, and I forget what the other one is, the main bar that attaches all the wheels together. They look like about 50-inch wheels. I'm 6 feet, 72. And you see up there the Baldwin Locomotive Works. So it's a Baldwin locomotive. Yeah, if it ain't leaking, it ain't running. So technically this would be called a 282 locomotive. 2 lead wheels, 8 drivers, and then 2 trailing wheels. Okay. Well, over there is the old truck camper. So very cool to have come down here and seen that. Lucky day. I guess I might as well wait until it is running down the track at 3:30. Okay, I'm gonna make the tripod long again. Not the tripod, the monopod. And let me stand out of people's way. What? Okay. So you've repositioned this. Okay, so I'm going to shut the camera down until it leaves. Okay, it sounds like the locomotive is preparing to move. So, yeah, the train goes way down past the corner there. I think there's probably about a dozen cars behind the locomotive. There's the steam locomotive, and then there's an F40 Amtrak locomotive behind the steam locomotive. And then a power car that powers all the functions of the train itself, like heating. It has a hot water boiler that supplies water to all the heaters, I think is what it does. And a generator that powers all the lighting and everything else. So there's stuff starting to happen in the locomotive. We're hearing noises. Hopefully the people driving by are watching the road and not sneaking up and hitting me. But there's several train buffs along the road here already anxious, waiting for the pictures to start. Me, I've got a huge memory card, so I'm just gonna keep recording. You hear the diesel locomotive ramping up. There we go. Everybody jump. Cool. That was worth it. And if you look in the cars, you can see that they're all fairly loaded up. There's people on every seat. These must be the luxury car. That one had the curtains and the wider windows. Here come the Vista Cruisers. And we gotta wait for the people. And they're all wearing their masks. That's stupid. There's another one of them. I think that was like a super cruiser or something. The Fred Harvey. And the last car is the Chief, and that's an actual end car. See how it has the salon on the end? With a conductor telling people they can't stand out there. Well, that was cool. So the question is, now that that's over, now what do I do?